Well, good afternoon, and thank you for being here today for a very special day at Washington State University and the Pacific Northwest. Joining us on stage today is WSU President Betsy Canwell, WSU Vice President and Director of Athletics John Harlow, and Chairman of the Confederated Tribes of the Colville Reservation, Jared Michael Erickson. A rundown for today: President Cantwell, John Harwell, and Chairman Erickson will each take the podium. We will then take some celebratory photos after the chairman is introduced, and following the chairman's remarks, we will open it up to questions from the attending media here today before closing things out with the fight song and one-on-one opportunities for interviews. We would like to recognize some special guests in the audience. Please welcome council members of the Confederated Tribes of the Colville Reservation, Colville Vice Chairwoman Karen Condon, the Colville Honored Elders, Tribal Community Specialist Carrie Rosenbaum, members of the WSU Board of Regents, and all members of Playfly Sports. And at this time, we would like to welcome WSU Executive Director and Presidential Liaison for Tribal Relations, Terry Parr, for the land acknowledgement.
Good afternoon. Washington State University acknowledged that its locations statewide are on the homelands of Native peoples who have lived in this region from time immemorial. There are 37 federally recognized tribes that historically shared their traditional homelands and waterways in what is now the state of Washington. Of these 29 are federally recognized tribes in Washington, with the remaining tribes in Idaho, Montana, and Oregon, some of which represent multiple tribes and bands. The university expresses its deepest respect for and gratitude towards these original and current caretakers of the region. As an academic community, we acknowledge our responsibility to establish and maintain relationships with these tribes and Native peoples in support of tribal sovereignty and the inclusion of their voice in teaching, research, and programming. Washington State University established the Office of Tribal Relations and Native American Programs to guide us in our relationship with tribes and service to Native American students and communities. We also pledge that these relationships will consist of mutual trust, respect, and reciprocity. Lemlemsh.
Next, we would like to welcome the Colville Honored Elders to the front of the stage for a special prayer.
ki hiwas ki wo tain hanaka ki yaka hil bil be tsifnu kaloyo.
Marcus Katsia Nunim Eastwood Nats Nimma Katsia Nunim Nachts Atsa Nunim Titak is Gornunim Amaya Kunku Palahe Pa Nasulach Nanim Nunim Nachts Atsa Katsia Omna Patu Nunim Titokum Hip Kakus Nats Nimma Nunim Tilok Domain. Kolo Kiwal Tickets, Yoko Kolo.
Well, we would like to welcome Albert Red Star, Veronica Red Star, Grace Moore, and Dewey Davis. And now please welcome to the podium WSU President Betsy Cantwell.
That microphone was way too high for me. Welcome, everyone. Aha, there are no remarks up here, Isaiah. So let me start by once again thanking the Colville elders for joining us. This is an amazing occasion for all of us. And I like to start many of my conversations when we are meeting with our core partners with the idea, which many have heard me talk about, that what we are partially, at least, here to do, if it is in the world of athletics, is compete and win. And so the kind of connection that comes from a partnership like this, which is grounded in respect and trust and care for the community, can also really help us compete and win. At WSU, we are purpose-built to expand opportunities. Sometimes we succeed at that better than others, but it is always our goal to serve as stewards for our communities, prepare the next generation to lead, and we desperately need prepared leaders right now. And that mission is strongest when it's perpetuated through partnerships that exemplify those characteristics. Tomorrow, WSU looks ahead to a new era in the Pac-12. Some of you know I've spent my entire academic career in the old Pac-12, getting into the Pac-12, or coming to an institution which has bridged the old and the new. And I have said, and will continue to say, we are ready to compete and win in every aspect. So for our athletes, that means competing and winning in your respective sports and in the classroom. For all of us here, that means operating with pride, rallying our communities and organizations that support us, and continuing to bolster partnerships that push the future of WSU athletics forward. The video you're about to see visualizes the long-standing relationship between Washington State University and the Colville Tribes, and I am not only excited to see it, but I'm proud that we have managed to be a partner that you all are willing to choose. I think that says a lot about what we're trying to do here together. Overall, this is an amazing opportunity to build on an existing and valued partnership, and it's a great example of our tenacity, our joint tenacity, as we move into this next chapter. So please now enjoy this wonderful video produced by Hurley Media.
I'm from the Colville Confederated Tribes.
We're made up of 12 tribes.
We come from Idaho, Oregon, Washington, all the tribes that are here. Some are indigenous to this area. A lot of us were removed from our original homelands.
History is very complicated.
And it's that difference that sets us apart from the overall population.
We moved up to the reservation when I was in high school. I met my wife there, and my wife and my children are all tribal members. It's very close-knit. It's a lot of families that create the community.
Everyone here looks out for each other.
I went to WSU a long time ago, 1967.
I went to WSU because of the community.
Some of the best memories were Coug football games.
I'm really excited to graduate and be a Coug this fall.
Everybody's like family down there. Just like up here, like everybody helps everybody.
Washington State University has always been this incredibly tight-knit community. We develop partnerships that are in consonance with others who share that sense of community.
We don't think about our generation. It's the 7th generation. What are we doing to make sure it's sustainable for them?
WSU has long had this sense of being stewards for the state of Washington and for the whole region.
It's kind of vital for us to give some continuance.
We're excited for our elders, and then also our youth that are really instill in them what WSU is. And like, man, I want to go here when I get older. You know, this feels like a family.
Okay, take a look at this. Oh my gosh. Wait, can I zoom? That is amazing.
Really cool. I think that's great representation. More people will know who we are. Wherever you go, like, go Cougs, people always say. And you could be walking through the airport and there'll be like 10 people who say go Cougs back to you. Yeah, that's our logo on the jersey. Sorry, I'm crying again.
When you look at a partnership like this, you want to look at fit, and you want to look at impact. We've nailed on both of those fronts.
Go Cougs! Go Cougs!
Go Cougs!
Go Cougs!
Go Cougs!
Go Cougs!
And now, please welcome WSU Vice President and Director of Athletics, John Harlow.
Can we pause for a moment to recognize Brian and Cassie Hurley over there with the Hurley Media Group, who did a wonderful job with this video, think it captured perfectly the partnership, the spirit behind this partnership. Extraordinarily well done. Can we also just take a look at how good those patches look on the uniforms with the Cougs? Thank you. Thank you. Good to see everyone. Today is truly a historic day. Before discussing what this partnership means for the future, I want to recognize the individuals whose vision, leadership, and commitment made today possible. My sincere thanks to Jared Michael Erickson, Vice Chairwoman Karen Condon, the elders of the Confederated Tribes of the Colville Reservation, the Colville Business Council, WSU Executive Director Terry Parr, Playfly General Manager Lisa Johnson, and Senior Associate Athletic Director Matt Zollinger. This partnership didn't happen overnight. Our conversations began last November and included numerous meetings and discussions over the past 8 months. We had the opportunity to host the Colville Business Council at our Gonzaga men's basketball game here in Pullman. That was followed by additional visits, including our spring game for football and numerous other conversations. Throughout those conversations, one thing became abundantly clear. We shared a common vision and a commitment to creating meaningful impact together. Those discussions led to this very, very significant moment here today. Today, Washington State University becomes the first institution in the new Pac-12 conference to announce a jersey patch partnership. And something that we're honored to do so alongside the Confederated Tribes at the Colville Reservation. As we enter a new era of Pac-12, which begins tomorrow, by the way, we do so with a new look, a look that represents far more than just branding. It represents a partnership rooted in shared values, mutual respect, commitment to developing future generations across Eastern Washington and throughout the Pacific Northwest. We've said it internally, we've said it publicly, that our intention is to be leaders in the new Pac-12. Well, leadership requires innovation, requires thinking differently. It requires building strategic partnerships that align with who we are as an institution. This partnership does exactly that. It reflects our land-grant mission. It reflects our commitment to serving our communities across our state. And it reflects a shared belief that investment today can create opportunities for generations to come. While mission alignment and community impact were our primary goals, this partnership also represents a transformational milestone for WSU athletics. This is the largest annual sponsorship commitment in the history of Washington State athletics. It values over $8.4 million over the 5-year commitment, and that is historical. Again, I want to thank the Confederated Tribes of the Colville Reservation, Playfly Sports, and our staff that has worked tirelessly to make this partnership possible. Beginning this season, you'll see this beautiful patch displayed across all of our athletic uniforms. It'll serve as a visible symbol for the partnership and everything that it stands for. Visualize this with me. You ready? You ready, Regent Blankenship? Visualization here. Sunday, September 6th, the Cougar football team takes the field against the University of Washington. A game on NBC with a national audience expected to reach millions and millions of viewers. Fans from Seattle to Los Angeles, from Miami to New York City, millions will see Washington State University and the Confederated Tribes of the Colville Reservation showcased together on one of college football's biggest stages in front of a truly national audience. All eyes will be on this partnership. But what makes this initiative especially meaningful is that it extends far beyond a jersey patch. This partnership includes youth clinics in tribal communities that will directly engage our student athletes and our coaches. It includes a dedicated video series highlighting the connections between Cougs student athletes and tribal youth, sharing stories of leadership, perseverance, and opportunities. It will include entitled athletic games recognizing the Confederated Tribes of the Colville Reservation. Furthermore, it will incorporate special Nike N7 games for both men's and women's basketball that will celebrate Native communities and the culture. These initiatives are what make this partnership truly special. This is not simply a sponsorship. It's an authentic relationship, it's a commitment, and it's an investment in people. I could not be prouder of the work both organizations have done to bring this vision to life and create a partnership that will have an impact far beyond the playing field. To Chairman Erickson, the Colville Business Council, the tribal leadership, and every member of the Confederated Tribes of Colville Reservation, thank you for your vision, thank you for your partnership, thank you for your trust. Together, we will continue to create opportunities and develop the next generation of leaders across Washington and beyond. Go Cougs. And with that, I would like to present a jersey to Chairman Erickson, solidifying our new and historic partnership.
At this time, please welcome to the podium the chairman of the Confederated Tribes of the Colville Reservation, Jared Michael Erickson.
And though I look young, I did not go to school here. All right. Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the Colville Confederated Tribes, it's an honor to join you as we celebrate a partnership that represents much more than a logo on a jersey. Today is about relationships. It's about respect, shared values, and investing in the future. When Cougar student athletes take the field this season, they will wear the seal of the Colville Confederated Tribes. The seal represents our people, our history, our cultures, and our enduring commitment to future generations. It also sends a powerful message. Tribal nations are not simply part of Washington's history or helping shape its future. Education has always been one of the greatest investments we can make. Every student who graduates, every researcher who discovers something new, and every young person who finds their purpose strengthens not only their future, but all of our communities. That belief is what makes this partnership so meaningful. Washington State University and the Colville Confederated Tribes share a commitment to opportunity, leadership, and service. Together, we're building stronger relationships, expanding understanding, and creating new opportunities for generations to come. For me, this partnership is deeply personal. Growing up, some of my favorite memories were making the trip to Pullman with my dad, my brothers, my uncles, and our family to cheer on the Cougars. Saturdays in Martin Stadium weren't just games, they were family traditions. I grew up watching legends like Drew Bledsoe, Ryan Leaf, Michael Bumpus, Luke Falk, Gardner Minshew, and so many others who made Cougar football special. Never could I imagine that one day I would stand here as the chairman of the Colville Confederated Tribes celebrating a partnership where our tribal seal will be worn on every Cougar jersey. That moment says something important. When we invest in our relationships, when we invest in education, and when we invest in one another, opportunities we once thought impossible become possible. Sports have an incredible way of bringing people together. They inspire young people, unite communities, and create memories that last a lifetime. My hope is that every Native child watching a Cougar football game or Cougar game sees that tribal seal and feels that pride. I hope they see themselves reflected on that field and know that there's a place for them in higher education, in leadership, in athletics, and wherever their dreams take them. I also hope this partnership encourages every member of the Cougar family to learn more about tribal nations and who have cared for these lands since time immemorial, especially our Palouse people of the Colville Confederated Tribes. After all, understanding one another is how lasting partnerships are built. While there are countless people who have made this partnership possible, I'd like to recognize just a few. To Washington State University, Cougar Athletics, President Canwell, Athletic Director Harlow, Lisa Johnson, my fellow tribal council members, our elders, especially our Palouse elders who are here today, our tribal membership, Chad Marchand, and our dedicated staff and everyone whose hard work, vision, and commitment brought us here today. Thank you. This partnership is more than a sponsorship. It's a commitment to one another. It's a commitment to education, a commitment to future generations. Together, this is a legacy worth building. Today, the Colville Confederated Tribes proudly stand alongside Washington State University, not only as partners, but as neighbors, friends, and fellow stewards of the next generation. We look forward to everything we'll accomplish together in generations ahead. Lim Lim, thank you. And go Cougs.
Well, at this time, we will open things up to questions from the media for everyone here on the stage.
But not all at once.
Noah Schmick, Nonstop Local KHQ and SWX. This question for Athletic Director John Harlow. John, for $8.43 million over the 5 years, how is that distributed? Is it all to the athletic department? And how will it be able to help you guys in this new era of the Pac-12?
Yeah, so this particular partnership, remember, we do have some existing partnerships on the academic side with the larger university. This particular partnership will go all toward the athletic enterprise. Part of that gift is divvied up in year one as a $250,000 gift to our excellence fund to be utilized at our discretion. The others will go towards our corporate sponsorships and benefiting the student athletes kind of as a whole as we continue to build out our revenue streams moving forward, but it's a pretty good start.
Greg Woods with the spokesman interview. John, when and how did this partnership kind of begin, and how did those conversations kind of evolve over time?
Yeah, thanks, Greg. An email from Chad, and I think he's over there. It sounds pretty simple, but Chad had reached out inquiring about some partnerships that we could maybe embark on and some things he had seen at other universities. And we started to have conversations and realized that we had shared values, shared partnership, and had a history on both sides of working together. And it just kind of bloomed from there. Obviously, that jersey patch being a new opportunity, and our most valuable media asset, real estate right now. And so as the partnership and the conversations continued, it just seemed more and more to make sense that this is where we needed to be and this is how we need to move forward.
Andrew Quinn, Chrome 2 in Spokane. John, when you talk about, making this partnership and with all the talk about resources, especially now moving into the Pac-12 tomorrow, I guess just how important was it for you guys to kind of be the leader and to get this done right now before even the conference fully begins? And how many more of these sponsorships do you hope that you can kind of attain to add to that resource pool?
Crucial, and I don't want to focus on the other partnerships yet because I want to make sure that we embrace how historic this relationship is. I think it's a huge launching point. I mean, we start this day one tomorrow, and this being a momentum setter, again, as the first in the new league, and we know that there's going to be some others that come out there, but how this landed and the partnership and the relationship that's built as a launch pad into this new league, I think it just is the next step in our momentum as we carry forward to be the leaders of the new Pac-12.
And then, John, one more question from me. Just wondering about some of those camps that might be going on, the N7 Nike games. Can you give us a little more information about that and how that will help, with the relationship between the tribe as well?
Yeah, good question. More information to come on that we'll distribute publicly, but the relationship there and the conversations are already in a really good spot. We've laid the foundation and the baseline discussions for those. So we're underway, but more information to distribute to the public here shortly.
President Canwell, Nick Gibson, the spokesman review. How do you see this partnership expanding beyond athletics?
Hopefully it's obvious that there are academic elements of this partnership, but part of our mission is also community engagement, and I can imagine that we work together to deliver some of the assets and value that we have to the Colville tribe.
Well, thank you, everyone, for attending today's special celebration. The president, John Harlow, and the chairman will be available for one-on-one interviews in the back of the room shortly. And like we close out every home victory, let's close out today with the fight song, Go Cougs.